That's right. The day the group filed the recall petition, the Secretary of State took a snapshot of how many active registered voters there were in Orleans Parish. As of that day, the Secretary of State said there were just under 250,000 active registered voters. That number then sets the threshold for how many signatures the recall petition needs. Now, the two sides have come to an agreement to cut the number of active registered voters by 25,000, lowering the amount of signatures the recall needs by 5,000. But no one will actually be moved from active to inactive. After days in court, the Secretary of State and No Latoya recall have reached an agreement. The Secretary of State has agreed to cut the number of registered active voters as taken the day the recall petition was filed by 25,000, a move that Recall Vice Chair Eileen Carter says has made them feel heard.
For me, it's just an acknowledgement that the system needs some correction, and that's what it's about. The system needs correction. The way that the inactive voters, the status changing, in my opinion, maybe there was a little bit of confusion there. Now I think there's a little bit more clarity.
The Secretary of State's office told WWL-TV this will not change the voter rolls. As of now, no one is being moved from active to inactive status. Instead, the purpose is strictly to clarify the burden of signatures the recall needs. Slashing the number of active registered voters by 25,000 lowers the number of signatures they need by 5,000. WWL-TV political commentator Clancy Dubose says clarifying the number is a Secretary of State's responsibility.
The Secretary of State essentially agrees that it should have been there all along. That's what he's saying. And so it's not about moving the target. He's correcting what he thinks the target should have been.
Before this change, the recall group was going off a 49,000 signature threshold. The day they submitted the signatures, they told us they had enough signatures. Now, they're still confident.
This doesn't really change my confidence level. This just gives us more of a cushion, which was always, always a plus for us.
But they still have not revealed exactly how many signatures they have. The recall group says this lawsuit has been a hurdle, and now that it's resolved, they can move forward in focusing on recalling Mayor Cantrell. We reached out to the lawyer for the Registrar of Voters for comment. We have not heard back.
All right, much more to come. Thank you, Alyssa.